Long-time Rek'Sai player. Definitely a lot of long-time Rek'Sai players have been returning to the champion, going that Cinderhawk into either Black Cleaver or the Titanic Hydra. And look at the pings as well from TSM. They actually have Svenskeren moving in. Bjergsen is level 6 now. He's got ultimate. They can just dive him and go for the...
Well, they're going to go for it. Good flash from Hui, though. Sven actually going to make his way in. Damage is down. Bjergsen pops the ulti on himself, and first blood will go to Svenskeren.
Great dive, and they got the teleport out of Darshan because Bjergsen used the ultimate on himself a little bit. Not only is it the teleport cooldown, but it's what he loses in lane. Again, they're focusing Hui.
Yeah, Hui going to get chunked down, and Biofrost gets his first kill. Problem still there for Haunter. Darshan going to chase him down. Flash is used. Darshan burns the ulti, but cannot connect for a kill.
Looks like they're coming in to try and gain something for themselves.
Flash Shielding Smite, not enough. Might be there as they are going to try and get some health back. TP down there as Svenskeren's also found his way in. Bjergsen is down in the lane and he's going to take out Xmithy. Bombs enough and he gets the kill.
Walk away explosion there from Bjergsen. Teleports down.
Now 2000 is another teleport's going to actually start a play here. Stixxay and Afro, a good bubble, does snail onto Haunter, but Stixxay rooted down by the Karma Snare, and Stixxay is going to get blown into pieces here. Double lift with a kill.
Across the board, TSM claiming their lives. Afromu actually under the turret though.
Haunter's diving him, he's almost 1v1ing him as Biofrost going to come up as well. Q there, almost gets a snipe, but Afro lives with a sliver of health. Double lift now going to get chased down by Darshan, but he flashes out of the way. Now 2v2 is Haunter and Bio, second Xmithy, but Hui moves in and Darshan takes out Maokai as Biofrost. Get tagged up by the tidal wave. Gravity fields down and Bifrost cannot run. Stunned just on the edge and Hui claims a kill.
All right, CLG go a little bit deep past the building armor. Smithy the only one with an Infatabi boot. So,
Darshan actually getting 1v2. Dub pop the ulti, but Double is just going to shut him down. He's going to get the kill there.
We didn't get to see it, but a big play there from the TSM. He actually is been surrounded here. He is going to have a rough time getting away from this one.
Bad news, he flashes and Svenskeren's taking damage, but they're just going to pour all the ultis down, and Doublelift going to get himself another kill.
Yeah, you have to be so careful when you're behind like this as CLG, and they do. Svenskeren going to look to smite it.
Nope. Denied again as Sven does take it. Stixxay now actually tethered up. Good flash from Bifrost, gets very aggressive, and Doublelift moves in and Bjergsen gets one.
That's a huge mistake, actually. Now CLG on the run, and Smithy's going to have to flash as well.
Svenskeren looking for it.
There's a mid lane mage right next to him, but we'll find out the end of that story later. Here it is!
Doublelift, can he do it? Afro moves there as well. Exhaust is down. Doublelift gonna go for the big play, but he gets shut down by Hui.
Yeah, there's a Victor waiting in the bush. That's a very ominous entry with that team fight. So TSM definitely holding a lot of the cards. Hui again gets taken out on the bottom side. Let's see what TSM go for after this. Pressure on the siege here.
Pretty good. And CLG going to try and counter push here, but Haunter's already made his way to mid lane. Bjergsen looking for a stun, but doesn't land it. Poke onto Haunter's looking good. Bjergsen actually maybe a little caught out of position. CLG trying to force something here. Ulti used by Victor, but it's not enough. Now Darshan's going to get locked up, and Double is just going to fire away into the front line. Torsa, Haunter going to flash out to safety.
Doublelift goes in for the kill, and they're on the chase.
Does get it there onto Hui, but Stixxay now going to get chased down as well, and TSM said the one kill they need. Doublelift still wants more.
So much speed. Ghost Blood active into
Doublelift, who's
Darshan.
With old self. Darshan though caught as Haunter snares him up, and Doublelift just firing away. Darshan, you have no real armor, and Doublelift, his 6th kill now of the game.
All right. Oh, they've got True Side on the Baron as well. They've got an Earth Dragon.
Use mid to try and run there. I think they have some idea. The ward's got knocked down, but yeah, they know. Bjergsen now going to fire some bombs in. Xmithy going to get stunned and chunked. Doublelift actually looking to take a Hui. Flashes forward, but gets himself exhausted. Slowed out by the Rylas as the tidal wave will zone them, but Darshan, caught off to the left side out of the pit, is going to get chased by TSM. CLG need to regroup here.
Renewable speeds for TSM. They should be able to catch him.
Yeah, Darshan locked down and Doublelift takes him out. Now they're going to fight the 5v4. Stixxay locked down there for the Maokai as Svenskeren's chasing out the other jungler. Stixxay getting chunked. They'll be able to take him down.
This is going to be game number 1 here. TSM going to grab this Baron buff. They'll show right in and take some inhibitors. Very, very strong performance from this TSM squad coming out. Game number 1, first of the entire splits.
We'll see if the game ends at this point, but Baron for TSM is going to do a lot of damage, even if... And we saw early he was able to. Definitely winning those early trades, but that TP maybe costing the lane a bit there. There's damage onto Xmithy. They're just going to go for this turret. Haunter is face tanking that laser, and now they'll jump in onto Xmithy. He's locked down. He's actually been chunked pretty hard, but Haunter just will not be moved from this front line.
The everlasting tree there, Hanser, and they are going to use this minion wave, actually, it's left up by the Baron. Take down these Nexus turrets!
This could be the closer here. Nice bubble from Afromu, but very nice from Bjergsen locking a few down. Bjergsen actually does get one as Stixay will fall. These turrets are going to mount, and TSM will claim the first game of this best of 3.
Great start for them.
You can hear the crowd. People always love chanting TSM. It's probably even sweeter when they win. That was a very convincing game number 1. Like you said, CLG will have an opportunity to bounce back here, but
Playing tanks, and people were like, "Oh my goodness, they're not playing split push anymore. They're not playing
back to split push.
so much on the on the lane sauce." But yeah, back to split push here. They're gonna have back-to-back games. We'll see if Darshan has better luck.
Collapses that one, doesn't really want to go too deep, and CLG are collapsing the teleports here, but there's the answer from TSM. Darshan, instant ulti down as everyone's coming in. Haunter actually in the middle of it all, but a huge off from Bjergsen's going to move it all in. Haunter now chasing down, he gets the first spot onto Darshan. Hui now going to get caught out and take the magical journey to safety, but TSM react better.
Down and tries to take you out. Haunter's got mostly magic damage now. Does have the team.
Haunter's doing work in that top lane as well, once again taking winning trades as Bjergsen's actually made his way up to the top lane. This is a pretty creative dive squad, but Darshan does not have his riposte up. Bjergsen to ghost in, they'll go in for the dive. Does pop the ulti, but the ulti's down for Victor, and that should be enough for Bjergsen to collect himself a kill as Haunter. Does drop turret aggro.
Yep, no teleport from Hui able to try and answer, so the
Stixay,
roam.
looking for it.
Will that even kill?
I'm
If
not
it
sure.
hits?
We're going to find out. It hits him.
Oh,
Does not kill.
Close though, and he did land it, so. That's just that one off and recalls easily.
Ooh, just Cocoon there for Sven, but he still goes for the fight. Knock
Nice
up there
dodge.
from the Unburrow. Next Smithy's just going to do damage. Hui goes in, pops down the ulti. And I don't think that at least can really go anywhere. Sven going to get burnt out. Hui going to get himself a kill.
There we go. Hui actually has a pretty
But I don't think he's going to be able to chase him there.
so close there actually. Just barely missing the cocoon. Biofrost is getting very
Yeah,
low.
that's aggressive. He gets
Dead,
ignited.
dude.
He'll flashes. The heal might not be enough. Doublelift's going to try and turn things around, but he's going to get stunned up as well. Doublelift still going to try and turn it out. Does flash out of the way, but Stixay flashes in and nails him with a kill.
Whoa! The outplays on bottom lane. They're making a pretty good.
Yeah, Haunter's in actually. Afromu going to get locked up here. Ulti's out, but Stixay's getting chased down by Haunter. Haunter should just be able to clean that one up, and he's actually going to get greedy. Darshan, though, takes out Doublelift on the other end as Hui takes out Bjergsen in rotation. Haunter actually still fighting around, but forced to burn the ulti, and Stixay somehow still alive. Haunter going to look to chase in. Will finally get shut down by the phase dive, but Afromu stuns up the Echo. Haunter going to go down here as well. And the ulti almost getting in there as Smithy takes out Haunter. CLG just outplayed the crap out of TSM.
They're climbing right back into this one, and there's a dragon available this time if they want to go for it, but they're chasing under the turret.
Very aggressive, looking for it. Getting caught doesn't cost him too much. There is Hui. Starting to bully perhaps as Haunter, though. He's going to dive his way in. 3v1 right now for Hui, but he doesn't dodge the Cocoon. Smithy, though, going to stand and fight as Afro moves in. Here, Spen's going to get chunked down, and that Hemoplex should be enough. Afro able to take him down, but Haunter still chasing in. Now Biofrost moving in onto Hui as they will get the stun down. Damage is good. They'll chain the CC, but Hui is so tanky and does not fall.
That Bard damage and Ignite from Afromu, they actually get a kill for CLG and they're collapsing.
Stixay's here, ulti's good, but it's not enough to take out Haunter. TSM will live, but Darshan does. Second game here, they're 500 gold up now on TSM. As Haunter once more fight Darshan, but the ulti's out, riposte has been used already. It's guaranteed though to try and imbalance this one. 1v2, can Darshan get out? He's gonna keep moving in, but Haunter's able to take it.
Haunter is playing this Echo so well, and they're not done yet. Hui moves in for the 1 versus 2, and Afromu can find Sven.
This is the problem. Afro's in there, binding doesn't land, but Sven gonna get taken out regardless.
There's that map mobility of Bard that we talked about. Afro gets up there.
Follow up there for CLG. Ulti though, it should be enough. Bifrost is going to get ultied up there. Svenskaren in the front line trying to do something. Haunter actually going to dive back in straight onto Stixay. Dragon's still available. Next, Smithy's going to dive in for a Haunter. Pops the ulti back in. A Doublelift's able to take out the Rek'Sai.
Whoa! CLG don't finish the Drake, and they actually go in for the...
TSM actually going to TP back in as Haunter's going to make his way down with full out and home. That Hui caught up there by a stun. Does pop the Zhonya's, and the rest of CLG may be able to collapse. Cosmic Binding is going to miss as Darshan looks to try and take him out. Riposte is good, and he's going to continue to be chased as Doublelift wants to play cleanup. Has to be careful. Gets stunned over the wall. Hui flashes in to try and take him out, but does not get him. Bjergsen takes him out, and Doublelift somehow lives.
Everyone on TSM survives that. What a big blooper from from CLG. The calls right there. Oh, but they combine Svenskar, they're not done yet!
Ben's dead, they're not done at all. Sticks are getting chunked, but he gets himself a double kill.
Oh my goodness.
Afro just gets out as well, but Haunter is going to shut that down. Xmithy now back in with the ult. He's going to try and get it done. Afro move, double biting there. The damage is massive, but they're going to try and keep chasing. Afro barely lives on the back end of Time Winder. And Bjergsen, you have to run, but he gets knocked up. That should be enough, and Darshan takes him out.
It's a bloodbath, Pastry. It's not even done yet. Now they're going to go back to the Dragon, the scene of the crime. Watch out, though, for the cross-map plays of Aframu on this Bard. He has yet to die. He's been the one picking people off. He does it again. The Ignite from Afro claims another. That's 4 kills on the Bard.
He's actually going after double lift as well. He's going to eat a face full of culling. No for it. But it's really hard to kill the Vlad at this point. Looks like they actually might go back in for it, but double lift gets himself out from under knockup range. Maybe now going to turn things around. Xmithy taking damage, but there's the ulti out of Darshan. Great ulti from Bifrost, though. And Darshan's very squishy. TSM are going to move in for it. Haunter takes out Darshan again.
And now they're going to be on the chase. He doesn't have teleport. He canceled it.
It followed it. The Arcane Shift moved in off the phase dive, and 6 has to run. Aperu sets up the portal, but Bjergsen's here. Haunter takes out the Ezreal, and Xmithy going to get stunned up as well. Svenskar cleanses that one, and Haunter rampaging through CLG. Going to try and finally slay Aframu.
Can he claim?
Going to keep running. Afro, I don't think he's getting out of this one, but maybe he flashes. Haunter wants it, and he's actually going to get away.
Afro lives. Okay, so if we do collect ourselves after that, there was a Huhi teleport, but I think...
Yep, I mean, definitely a strong play there from TSM. Good ult there from Afro, but I don't think there's follow-up here. Who wants it? Xmithy diving in as a Hemonflake down onto 2. Bifrost taking damage in the front line, but double is dishing it out. Svenskar does go down on Darshan. It's actually made his way in. Bjergsen is going to fall down, and Pura ulti will pop as Huhi does give chase. Haunter a little late to the fight now, and CLG...
So... Gonna have a big priority for CLG. Oh, Afro gets caught!
Oh no, could he die for the first time? He does! Gets shut down there by Svenskar, but Bjergsen actually getting taken out on the other side. Shields are there though, and he still lives somehow through that all. As Haunter is wreaking havoc in the backside. Double it, able to take that next one out, and TSM, they're gonna turn things around. Hui stunned up there.
What a swing for TSM here. Afro makes the rare mistake, and it's gonna cost them.
Hui gonna die there as well. Finally goes down after all that healing. And TSM, they claim 3 lives. They'll get
Darshan is trying to deal with that minion wave down bottom.
Yeah, who is super late? Darshan going to channel that TP, but TSM might have claimed the Baron already. It's awfully low. Darshan's in for it. Svenskar does secure it now. Xmithy may be caught in the front side. Tempered Fade in there, but Hui going to dive in and pop the zombies. Xmithy going way too aggressive. He should get taken down as double if he's able to claim it. Bifrost in the backside though. He's getting chased down, but he is going to live. Haunter unstoppable now as he takes out Darshan. Sticksnake gets popped as well.
Haunter going off. The hero for TSM.
Still chasing as well. Hui is going to dodge out of that Winter's Bite, but the gravity field's down. They're going to try and turn this around. So much healing onto Hui. Aframu actually takes a bio on the other side as well.
Haunter
going off. He's going to take out one more on Afro. He's going to try and live, and Haunter says, I don't think so. Gets stunned against the wall, but he's going to keep chasing. Aframu is the last one alive. Good start again.
Oh my God!
Haunter somehow lived, and now he's dead. There's the ace for TSM.
Oh my goodness, what a finish. TSM are going to clean up the series 2-0 to start off this split.
Really well played for TSM, and they send the message. Double Lift gets his wish to start the season, and they will clean it up 2-0. TSM showing up in both games there.
They take down the defending champions. First game, very convincing. Second one, a lot more fighting back and forth in that mid game, but TSM win the one that counts and take it home. Haunter was just an absolute monster for TSM in both games this series. Up on the top side, ends this one max level 18 along with Bjergsen, but man, 9-1-7 on the Echo.
In some ways, feels like he beat Darshan at his own game, in almost 2 games actually. Had the Maokai into the trundle for game 1, handled the matchup relatively well after Darshan's early TP, and then Fiora